This is Sandra Lee with Better Brain Briefs for Thursday, July 16th. I have been talking about brain injuries and head injuries where there has been actual physical damage to the brain, physical damage to the head. I want to talk about a different kind of what I think of as being brain injury, where it's my thoughts, my beliefs, the ways that I think about myself, limiting beliefs. I also think of this as being brain injury and head injury, just a little bit different because how I think about myself is going to have some of the biggest impact of everything when it comes to my being happy and successful in my life. And I want to tell you about something that I did myself that, like, the result of it just kind of shocked me. I took a test about assessing my learning strategies, how I learn. And, I have a bachelor's in chemistry from the California Institute of Technology. And I thought, oh, I do well in learning. But the truth is, that my strategies for learning and for doing lots of things are not particularly effective. And when I took this test, it just kind of like showed that to me big time. That there are lots of things that I never learned about how to do things in a way that is easier. And I have been doing things in a way that is much harder than it needs to be. And this is all based around my beliefs about myself and what's possible for me in life, and then not having learned the skills to be able to do it the easy way. So I would say that the fact that I got through as much school as I did, and I'm as successful as I am, means that I have been doing well despite being compromised by not having the abilities, the skills, the habits that I really would have benefited from having. I'm not particularly organized, and I have known that it would be good for me to be more organized. I would have known that it would be better for me to have systems that I implement, consistent practices, and more organization, but I've not known how to do it. And the fact that I've not known how to do it, it's not that there's something wrong with me. It's just I was never taught these things. And so this test that I took and I got the results for yesterday, I just kind of like shoved it in my face. This thing that I knew it would be good for me to be more organized. I knew that it would be good for me to have systems, but I just didn't have enough knowledge about how to actually do it. So I am saying that this is, in effect, a brain injury. Not like hitting my head brain injury, but it's still affecting my brain and how it functions. And that's what I think of as being a brain injury, right? So, how can I have my brain work better? I had this test that I took be like interpreted for me by the person whose company runs this thing. And I learned it's like, oh, there's just some skills that I was never taught, some things that I never learned about how to do this stuff that I'm trying to do all the time. And by having not learned it, it's affecting my ability to operate my business and my life now. It's keeping me from being happy and successful in all sorts of ways, not just associated with business, but associated with all kinds of things. He interpreted my test result and he described me to the word. my experience of life, my experience of frustration, impatience, procrastination, doing things and quitting, all these things that you've heard me talk about over time as I've been working on figuring out what am I doing with my business and how to market, all that stuff. It's all associated with not having been given the right skills when I really would have benefited from learning them. Like back when I was in school. But the truth is, childhood and school don't usually teach these things. Because I did well in school. I did really well in school. So I did what they gave me. I learned what I was supposed to learn, but some key things were missing. Some key skills and abilities were missing. And at the same time, the experience of school that I did have gave me all sorts of blocks that I just never knew were there until I took this test that was designed to bring up the blocks. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. It was crazy. Like he described me to a T. The good things and the not so wonderful things, and where I get stuck. Do you have this experience? Because I am not the only one who didn't learn these things in school. I didn't learn these things from my parents. I think there's a lot of people who are struggling in exactly the same ways as I am and don't know it yet. So if you are listening to this and this sounds like you, then send me a message, a private message. Or if you want to, you can comment on the post. Then it would be public. And I will get back to you. And I will share this with you, like that I discovered, because I realized that this is happening not because there's something wrong with me. There's not something wrong with me. I just didn't get taught the things that I needed to learn to be able to have my life work more effectively. All this time I was thinking, there's like something wrong with me that I don't do this and I don't do this. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. And this isn't working. I do this and it doesn't work. It's because I didn't have the right skills. Nobody taught me the right stuff. My parents did the best they could. And school taught me what they thought they were supposed to teach me because I learned everything I was given to learn. Just missed some key elements. So I'm going to take a course that's going to help me develop those practices, help me develop the patterns and the organization, the strategies, so that I can be more successful. And just like having this like thing I didn't know. See, that's what it is with our beliefs. There's things that I need to know, but I don't know that I don't know them. And so how am I going to find them? Because when I thought things weren't working, I went to the places where I knew to go find solutions. I wasn't finding the right solutions. Now I have what it's going to take to actually take care of this. So if this sounds like you, or if you want information on what I'm talking about, then let me know. And we can talk. And I can put you in contact with this person and this test so that you can see if you would benefit from doing this workshop too. Because I think there are a lot of people out there that might hear this who would benefit from it. It's not just me. So this is Better Brain Briefs for today. Better Brain Briefs. Healing from the thoughts and beliefs kinds of, let's call it a head injury. beliefs about self and what's possible, having the skills and the abilities, and like knowing what I'm doing. Whole new world coming for me with this program. So I look forward to talking with you soon. Thank you very much. Oh, the Better Brain Briefs again next Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific. Give me questions and I'll answer them. Thanks.